Veteran Wade Miley left his most recent start with an elbow injury, and that elbow injury, turns out, is a torn UCL that will require Tommy John surgery, so Miley will miss the rest of the season. So where does Miley go from here? Where do the Brewers go from here? Definitely an unfortunate development amidst the slew of injuries the Brewers have had in the early goings of 2024. Well, Miley had made 2 starts, allowed 5 earned runs across 7 innings in those 2 starts, and he was already on the IL to begin the year, had kind of a slow buildup, and then was back, but then had this elbow issue that he says he had been dealing with throughout spring training and the early parts of the year, even as he was rehabbing, coming back from his other injury. So Miley's been struggling with health. He's struggled with health in the past, but this being the most significant injury that he's had at this point in his career. He will miss the rest of the year, likely wouldn't be back until midseason next year. He was on a 1-year contract, so the Brewers probably will never have Wade Miley pitch again for them, which is sad to say, but likely is the truth. And he'll still be around, but he won't be able to pitch right now, undergoing Tommy John surgery soon. He had initially said that he would retire if he had to have Tommy John surgery, but now he's second guessing that a little bit. He says he wants to go out on his own terms, doesn't want this to be the end for him. So he's thinking of trying to make a comeback next year at age 38, which is something that's possible and even maybe could extend his career a little bit more, a la Justin Verlander or some of the other older pitchers who have had Tommy John surgery. But Miley's someone that, because he struggled with health, he's had elbow issues, he said, for the better part of 5 years. Maybe this could be sort of a second career for him. Maybe he gets another 2-3 years on that new elbow. Last year, he threw 120 innings with the Brewers with a 3.14 ERA. He was a valuable member of the rotation, especially when Brandon Woodruff was down with injury. Eric Lauer didn't perform up to expectations. He was the one that stepped up and stabilized when healthy, and even was slated to start one of their postseason games should they have won one of their first 2 games. Now, it's possible that the Brewers will try to re-sign him given his track record for next year, but I don't think that's super likely. So where do the Brewers go from here? Well, right now, Miley is out. They've had Bryce Wilson and Tobias Myers in the rotation, but there are some more guys that could be getting some starts, and I'll preview them in my next video a little bit more in depth. Guys that we've seen like Jansen Junk, Aaron Ashby, maybe guys we haven't seen like Evan McKendry or Chad Patrick, guys in AAA. So those are some guys that could fill in some of the innings. Wilson and Myers already up since Miley's been out for a week or two, but we will have to see more reinforcements potentially if guys like DL Hall or Jacob Junis stay on the IL for longer, and Miley won't be coming back for the rest of the year. So unfortunate injury news coming from the Brewers with Wade Miley being out for the year with Tommy John surgery. Certainly hope for a fast recovery for him, but his season is over and potentially, sadly, his Brewers career may be over.